Welcome to the Film Ticket with Daniel and Kazak. We talk only films. No gossip, no drama, no bullshit. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Film Ticket. What is this, Kazak? This episode 7?
No, this is episode 6.5.
Oh,
good
yes,
sir.
because this is going to be a mini episode. So today, sadly, David O'Shields could not join us. We were supposed to do this interview with David on Monday, but Mother Nature hates us because we have a nice little ice storm. He didn't want to drive in the rain, in the ice, respectively. So we are going to put that off for about 2 weeks. And the reason for 2 weeks is Kazak and I have spring break coming up.
And actually, so we didn't get to have our interview with David O'Shields. Our other David, our producer, fact checker, isn't here today either.
But we have an even better producer here. Her name is Becca. She does all of our social media. Becca, say hi to the people.
Hello.
And that was Becca, ladies and gentlemen. She's happy to be here. So, Kazak, what are we going to be talking about today?
So in this mini episode, we're going to be addressing a certain director that I am not a fan of. I don't think you are really a fan of him either. I don't think Becca is either. We're going to be talking about the one and only director, Michael Bay.
Yes, Michael Bay, known for the Transformers movies, the 13 Hours. What else?
Armageddon. The Rock.
Didn't he also direct Pearl Harbor?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
We got to get back into that can of pickles. If you didn't know, when did we talk about that? I think that was like 3 episodes ago. We talked about the Pearl Harbor movie. So go listen to that because we trash it.
All right. So, and before we start talking about Michael Bay, just to preface this is we don't absolutely hate Michael Bay. He has made some good films, like The Rock. I like The Rock. Parts of Armageddon are good. Yep. I like the first Transformers film.
Oh yeah, I like it. I love it.
And he could do better than we could ever.
Oh, of course.
But what we're addressing today is a lot of his films in the recent years, besides 13 Hours, like those ones he's produced, like TMNT films, the later Transformer films, earlier Pearl Harbor. So why do people, when a lot of his movies, they pretty much know they're going to be bad, why do people keep going and seeing them?
I mean, I really think it's just because of just the technical aspects that he uses, just the amount of blow-em-up scenes that they use. And you got to admit, even though the newer Transformers movies are trash, the fight scenes are pretty entertaining.
The only problem is, though, with those fight scenes is he uses quick cuts to a point where it gives you a headache.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't really tell what's going on. And I think a lot of the main reason of why people go and see Michael Bay films all the time, even though they're not critically, acclaimed, is usually the average person, when they go to see a film, they go to see it and they judge the movie not necessarily on a critical analysis basis, but on whether it entertained them. And that's an okay way to judge movies. I certainly do it. Mm-hmm. But I think the reason people keep going to Michael Bay films is because they know that it'll be entertaining. The plot might not be hard. The plot might not make any sense, for that matter. There might be historical inaccuracies, but you know what? It's damn entertaining.
Right. No, I mean, I think that's a beautiful point. I mean, like, even though I know a movie like the Transformers movies, even when I know, hey, these are never going to be as good as the first one, it's still a movie to watch at night. I mean, if I walk away entertained, like if I'm not entertained, I'm going to turn it off in the first 5 minutes and switch to something that's like, all right, I can watch this. And that is Michael Bay, I think, in a nutshell. Like, I do agree. Armageddon was, I mean, honestly, not one of my favorite movies of all time, but like top 100. It's a good movie. It makes you tear up at the end a little bit. But I mean, I think Michael Bay is more of he is more of just the entertainer, not more of a Oscar caliber storyteller.
Actually, Becca, can you look up something? Does he have any? Go to his IMDb page. Can you check to see if he's got any upcoming movies?
Actually, announced 8 hours ago, he is taking over Steven Spielberg's Robopocalypse.
What do you think about that, Daniel?
Honest to God, I've never heard about that before.
Me neither, but it sounds like a Michael Bay movie.
Robopocalypse. Is that like Fight Club meets
Yeah, what is that?
iRobot? What is that?
Let me take a better look. Okay, so Robopocalypse was originally scheduled to be in 2010 when Steven Spielberg had announced it, with stars Chris Hemsworth and Anne Hathaway. However, he threw it out, and it's essentially supposed to be humankind's attempts to survive a robot uprising.
That sounds like a Michael Bay film.
That sounds like Terminator.
That does sound like that sounds like Terminator, but Michael Bay's version of it.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I'll probably go see.
I mean,
that.
I want to see
Yeah.
it. That sounds actually pretty good, depending on who they get to star in it.
And also, back to the quick point of why people go see Michael Bay films, it is also because they know they're going to be entertained, but also it's they know almost slightly they know what to expect. They're not going in expecting a heart-wrenching drama. They're not going in to expect a laugh-out-loud comedy. They're expecting action and explosions and glistening fate sweat and spinning camera.
And characters that have nothing to do with the actual
right,
plot of
right,
the movie.
Exactly. So those reasons that we just said are probably the reasons why people always go see Michael Bay films.
Now, do you think Michael Bay, so as a director, or actor, any artist, they need to stretch what they can do. So do you think, like, a director like Michael Bay could ever direct a movie like Talladega Nights?
Like a straight-up comedy like
Like
that?
a straight-up comedy, Will Ferrell type of humor. SNL comedy.
He would probably make it more action-packed. Because, remember he did the Bad Boy movies?
Oh, right.
And the Bad Boy movies are comedies, but they're also really action films.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think that's really his genre he would go for.
Right.
He's, like I said, people know what to expect, so I think he's really stoned into a type of movie now.
And then do you ever think since Pearl Harbor came out and he just bombed in like an actual, I mean, not to say like an actual story, but like you get what I'm saying, like he bombed in trying to tell a good story. Do you think now he's just always going to be like doing these apocalyptic movies?
Well, that was no pun intended for you. You said bombed, and you're talking about Pearl Harbor.
Let's not laugh at that.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow, Kasich.
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I don't think he's. I don't think he's subjected to those robot films now about apocalypse and big explosions, but because I would have said yes in 2012, 2013, but then when 13 Hours came out, that was actually a decent film and people liked that film, and so I think then it kind of changed tracks. He's definitely, I don't want to say best at it, but he's done it quite a bit for robot things, so I would assume maybe.
I mean, is there a thought like you did a great movie in 13 Hours that kind of got rid of Pearl Harbor from your list and kind of said, hey, I can do these heart-wrenching but yet action-packed movies. Do you think he will never do another movie like that again, do the Peyton Manning, just retire when you're at the top?
He's first off, 13 Hours is definitely not at the top.
No, I mean okay, when you kind of surpass Pearl Harbor,
I understand.
When you get that out of the minds of the public,
he might do one again, and I don't think it would be good if he did one again.
No, I don't think it would.
Because especially in Michael Bay movies, I don't want to call him out, but he definitely doesn't show different he doesn't show females in the military in any of his films. And if he did make another one, once again, everybody would know what to expect. It might be a rehash of 13 Hours.
Right.
So I don't think he could do it again. He might try, but I don't.
So what do you think, out of every movie Michael Bay's directed, what is your hands-down favorite Michael Bay film?
My favorite Michael Bay film is the first Transformers film.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it just because it had some weird spots. It had some pretty intentionally blatant racism.
Yeah.
But the second one had more. But the first one, had its stupid moments. But the first one was entertaining, and I liked the first one.
Honestly, I like Armageddon the
Really?
best. Yeah.
Armageddon's so long, though.
It is. It's like Braveheart, but they're in space. It is difficult to watch.
And there are parts where there are some very good parts in
Very good.
Armageddon, but there are also some really, like, why is this a part of Armageddon?
True. I don't know. I like the cast though. I like a lot of the actors in it. I do like the overall story. It's good.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Now, do you think that Michael Bay, when they're bringing up all these trying to get Alien back, doing a bunch of Alien movies, didn't they just get done with Covenant? Then wasn't that just in theaters like less than a year ago?
Yes.
Do you think if they make another AVP, Alien versus Predator movies, do you think they'll get Michael Bay to do that, or who directed the last?
I think
Aliens.
I don't want to say it was some nobody, but
No,
it
but because
wasn't
we don't
anybody we know.
We don't really know, and I think our producer Becca's looking that up. It's like, do you think that would be almost a waste of a movie in that franchise, in that brilliant franchise, if Michael Bay were to direct it? Because right now, I don't know the director, but Predator is the movie I always watch when I can't get to sleep.
And you like Alien versus Predator?
I like Alien versus
I do
Predator.
too, actually.
I think it's awesome.
It's a good crossover movie.
Like it's because I think Predator for me is almost the ultimate killing machine. Alien scares the crap out of me, but yet is like, I mean, they are equal on like Predator and Alien are equal on so many planes. It makes it a great movie. Becca,
So the last Predator film was directed by, I'm probably going to say this incorrectly, Nimrod Antal. His name is spelled like Nimrod, but with an accent over the O.
Oh.
I've never heard of him before.
I honestly, I don't know if the studio that owns Alien vs Predator. I don't know if they could. They might not have that big of a budget to
Right.
hire Michael Bay, because when you buy Michael Bay, you buy his trillions of effects he wants to use.
True, yeah.
And yeah, the Alien movies do have a ton of effects, but Michael Bay's going to up that. He himself is more known, so his
Yeah.
price is going to be more. I would watch an Alien vs Predator by Michael Bay. That would be fun to watch.
I think it'd be. I mean, like, I don't know. Would it be too many explosions? Would it be way more explosions than the movies actually need? Because I think right now there are a beautiful amount of. I mean, it's a good story along with a great amount of explosions. But would Michael Bay be like, and let's drop a nuke on this and let's do it 10 times more, 10 times more explosions?
Well, so see now, Michael Bay. Yeah, we all make fun of him. We all know him for his explosions in films.
Mm-hmm.
But I know he only produced the Ninja Turtle movies, but in the first Ninja Turtle movie, there's only one explosion,
It's true.
and it doesn't even have to do anything with the plot. So I think Michael Bay can control his raging hard on for explosions, but I don't think. Yeah, it might be too much. I don't know. I can't even think about how that would work.
I mean, I think it would be fascinating, and I think it would be really worth a movie. I would want to see it. Man.
I would watch it.
I would
yeah.
want to see it.
Becca, would you watch that? Oh, wait, you're afraid of
No.
scary movies. Yeah, that's right.
I also don't like action movies.
That's right. You don't like anything,
This
do you?
is a bad podcast for Becca to produce.
Indeed.
So, any other lasting thoughts on the great man who is Michael Bay?
I want to compare him to other good action directors like Matthew Vaughn, who did Kick-Ass, and Edgar Wright, and his Baby Driver, Scott Pilgrim, Hot Fuzz stuff.
But is there anybody that's really
Yeah,
on the level of Michael Bay?
It's hard to compare because those directors are revolutionary and they're innovative. Michael Bay just keeps using the same formula over and over and over again. But you know what? That formula works.
It does. It gets movies
At the box office, anyway.
It gets people buying the tickets.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think there's anybody on the level of Michael Bay in the sense of what he does, and on the scale of what he does.
You're correct. You were right.
So I think
I agree with you.
And I mean, if we try to compare, we couldn't ever compare him to someone like Quentin Tarantino or Steven Spielberg.
No, because they're so different.
There's so many. You can't just compare those two, any directors, straight up because they're so different in how they go about this formula of making a movie.
Exactly.
So, but overall, we love Michael Bay. He's way better than
we
us.
don't love him.
We
okay.
We tolerate.
He's
Michael
yeah,
Bay.
we tolerate him.
We tolerate him. Pearl Harbor is the worst movie on earth, though.
I don't. Transformers 4 is pretty bad too.
That's true.
Some fun facts on Michael
Yes,
go
fun
for
facts
it.
on Michael Bay, ladies and gentlemen.
Fun fact on Michael Bay, his personal life on Wikipedia is very short because he is single, not married. But it does mention his 3 English Mastiffs, who he includes in most of his movies.
3 English what?
Mastiffs, it's a dog.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought
It's a type of dog breed. They are large, and he says that he includes them in most of his movies, in like different parts of them. And 2 of his, I think, 6 or 7 cars that were listed are from the Transformers franchise.
Yeah.
that's actually cool.
Yeah, I knew that about his cars. I didn't know that about his dogs.
That's cute about the dogs. I love dogs. Dogs are adorable. All right, Kasich, if we have no more lasting thoughts, Becca, anything else?
Nope.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Kasich is staring into space. We are all extremely tired right now because we are at the end of a long trek of classes. We're going to go enjoy spring break, relax, and then come back here in 2 weeks very fresh, very revitalized, and do an interview with the David O'Shields.
Yeah, so be prepared for that. Go ahead, watch our Oscar reactions. They'll be up on YouTube. They're fun.
I was really tired when we were doing
We
those.
get pretty intense in them. I think between every single time one of us is dancing whenever we ever get a point.
Now, Kasich, what were the final results of that?
Okay, the final results have already been.
Oh,
They're on the video. Go watch the video.
They're on the video.
They're
But
on
let
the
me
video.
just-
Talk about it. Just talk about it.
Becca, you got last.
Who? But
I don't care.
but okay, what? But who won?
I'm
Who
not a
won?
digital media major like you guys.
Daniel
so.
got 8. I got
did I?
6. David got 5, and Rebecca got 4.
Oh, does that mean I won?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that's
It
wonderful.
does. Yeah.
Ah,
We're gonna be making Becca watch The Room. So that's
I honestly think we should make her watch Alien versus Predator.
Alien vs Predator's good,
I know, but she doesn't like scary or blow 'em up or action films.
but come on, The Room.
I'm
The Room
probably
is-
gonna end up liking The Room, just because.
Oh, we all love The Room.
We all love
Well,
it.
then why are
It's-
you making me watch it?
because it is like a notorious. It's a so bad it's good film.
It is.
Okay.
It is absolutely the worst film that's ever been made.
It's oh my god. Okay, let's not get
So
too much.
we're not
into
going to
this.
get into The Room, but ladies and gentlemen, please go watch our reactions. Please like and share this video. Have your friends like our Facebook page. We'd absolutely love it. But yes, that's all I got for today. I'm a loss of words right now. I'm going to go take a nap. So what are you going to do, Kasich?
I have to go work.
I'm going to go take a nap. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye. Thanks.